friend, my brother. It has been, I want to swear, but I can't. It's been way too long, man.
Way too
Oh,
long.
it's good to see you. How you doing?
Good to see you. Yeah, pretty good. As the world opens up a little bit and, moving to stage two. Oh, big time. I'm pretty excited about it. So, sun's shining, weather's good. Can't complain, really.
Yeah, you know what? Haircut, man. I just gotta get things cleaned up, man. It's
Uh,
it's rough. I love where you are, man. We were just talking before. You said that's your
yeah.
basement.
Yeah, this is my basement. It looks way cooler than it really is. It's a room in the basement that I put some foam on the wall and I keep my studio set up, which is really just a computer and a microphone. But it gives me a place to kind of, go and be creative. But we're about to do a big reno on our house, and I'm getting a real studio with a real window. So I'm
Oh,
really excited about that. It's the worst time in recorded human history to do a reno, but we can't wait any longer. We got to do it. We've been putting this on hold for like the last 2 years, so
now,
we're going.
now imagine if you did it 2 years ago, and then with this whole COVID-19 happening, you would have been going, yeah, yeah, just smart guy, smart
Yeah,
guy.
right. Yeah, exactly. And we were slated to start like this was supposed to be done by now, but of course, with COVID and with supply chain issues or whatever, we just been put off. So we're waiting to still start the Rio Reno, but I've done a few things around the house too. We did the kitchen and things like that, just ourselves, for something to do.
Well, you know what? Here's the funny part. I mean, we've all been going through a tough time during
Mm-hmm.
COVID,
Mm-hmm.
and there have been some bright spots for people. You, my friend, have been able to find bright spots because, first off, congratulations on the new EP, man.
Thank you. Yeah, Campfire Troubadour, and that was, like during the second lockdown in Ontario, it really hit me hard, and I thought I got to do something. I got to do something, or I'm gonna go crazy. And I got on the phone with my producer Jeff Copeland down in Nashville, and I said, I think it's time. Let's do an acoustic record because I did some acoustic gigs last year.
Mhm.
And I loved them. I loved how spontaneous they were, and I just loved the vibe. And we've been talking about doing an acoustic thing for a long time because I used to do tons of acoustic gigs, way, way back. And I always had an acoustic CD I would sling off the stage. And it hit me like a ton of bricks one day, thematically what it should be because we talked about, well, maybe it should have a summertime theme or maybe a cottage theme. And, we always go camping at least once a summer and more if we can. And last year we did an epic family camping adventure, we were calling it, for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, no showers, setting the tent up, two provincial parks in Ontario. Had a great time. We're going to do the same again this summer. And I thought, why couldn't we do a campfire record and kind of bottle that energy, of like sitting around the fire and singing and playing? And because we've done that so much, like at our house and camping in the past, that wouldn't that be cool? So that's how we come up with Campfire Troubadour. So pretty excited about it.
And great music on it too. And then the other thing, which the announcement just sort of came out, the CMAOs,
Yeah,
CMAOs,
yeah.
and you've got a big part in it for two reasons: one, nominations, and two, something else you're going to be doing.
Yeah, so I mean, with the CMA Ontario, we do. They're doing a big drive-in show at the Ancaster Fairgrounds, and that's happening. It was supposed to happen in May,
Mhm.
and honestly, I was so stoked when someone told me, "Yeah, we're gonna get to do a real live show." And then I didn't want to believe it. And then, of course, like a week later, they said, listen, we're going to have to postpone. So they postponed it to September, but we're going to have a great time doing it. They're going to do it drive-in style. And the CMA Ontario is great because it's really geared towards up-and-comers. And that's what I love most about it is that, you get some FaceTime with some up-and-coming artists from Ontario that, then have an opportunity to talk to someone who's has had a career over the last, almost 10 years. So any of those burning questions they want to ask, we can kind of talk about, we can talk shop over beers, which is what I love to do. So that's the CMAO.
And now, am I correct? You got some nominations on this one?
Yep. Yeah, I got a few nominations, which is always very, very kind of them. And, I'm always a little bit embarrassed by those things, but
Oh, why?
well, because I don't do this for awards, dude. Like I do it because I love to do it, and it's always nice to be recognized by your peers. Um, so that that's kind of like the icing on the cake. It's like, but I just like the camaraderie of going and being a part of something like that. It's not really about the awards for me. It's just more about the hang and getting to play, and see everybody. So that's what I'm most excited about.
Well, we're excited for you on your nominations. We're
Thank
excited for you with that performance, but also Canada Day, we're excited too, my friend. You're part of something very big and hopefully bringing our nation together from COVID and so many other things have been going on. What's going on with you that day, my friend?
Yeah, it's going to be great. So we're doing, they're calling it the Summer House Party, and it's brought to us by Canadian Tire. They foot the bill for the whole thing, and it was great. We went up to Camp Tamaqua in Algonquin Park, which is actually the summer camp from the movie Indian Summer from back in the 90s.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, it was great. Oh my God, we met at a boat ramp and they had to come get us in boats because that's how the only way you can get into the camp is to take a boat. It's on a peninsula, but you can't get to it from the other side, from the land side. So they came and got us. And the best part was I was able to get the band back together. So we had a little rehearsal in my backyard. There's a picture on social media of it. It's hilarious. We're all just sitting in a circle in my backyard, like singing the songs. And what was great about this gig, at the summer house party, is that it's pre-recorded. Everyone got COVID tested. We were all negative, and we got to sit around a campfire together. And they filmed us playing all the songs from Campfire Troubadour. Which was so great, to get to actually play those songs with my band under those kinds of circumstances, after having not been in the same room with them for over a year, so I'm really pumped. Serena Ryder's on it. Chaos is on it. Shawnee Tesh, I believe, is on it. So a great lineup, and I think you can see it free online.
Yeah,
So
we can't
yeah.
see it free online, and then there's some other setups being done too with the drive-ins and stuff like that. Where
Oh,
you
that's right. Yeah.
screen. So yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a blast. Tell me something, man. How does it feel though that having something like this? Because like I said, we've had a rough
Yeah.
year and a half. Not
Yes.
just that, people have been sort of broken up, because people have this view and that view, and people have just been
Yeah.
fighting, Klein, and the
Mhm.
one thing that we're always the thing that brings people together has always been music.
Music. Yeah.
And and celebrating our nation's capital, however you want to celebrate it and how it
Yes.
represents you, no matter what, music and something that you're doing is going to be bringing people together. How does that feel, man?
That feels the best. And because I feel that way. I feel like, when you go out in public, I mean, not so much on a day like today where the sun is shining and whatnot, but there were some real low moments there, and you can sense the energy and that morale as a society. Where I live anyway in Ontario was so low. So if I can somehow bring a smile to someone's face, even for a second, during the darkest time in recorded human history, as far or one of them anyway, that to me is a win. And so excuse me, when they asked us to do the gig, there was no hesitation. I said, a gig? Yes. With the band? Yes. And I think you'll see on our faces as we play that the love of live music and what it's doing to us and in our hearts in that moment, and I think that you'll be able to feel that through the screen.
Cannot wait for that, man. Great way to celebrate Canada Day too. Any chance though, as we look into the future, is there going to be another EP? Is there going to be an album?
Oh yeah.
Are we looking at tours? Are you going to hook up with Dallas Smith or anybody
All,
else?
all
Like,
those
what's going
things,
on?
all those things. Listen, as soon as we get the green light, we got to go back on the road. I have no other skills, and I got to get out of here. My wife is going to kill me. No, it's I can't wait to do the tour that never was, because we were at the beginning of our world tour when COVID hit. So it'll be nice to get the boys working again and get back out on the road, and that for sure is going to happen. With any luck, if things go well here in Ontario, I've got some tentative acoustic gigs booked for August, which will be fantastic if we're able to do them. Some of them have already been announced, playing in London and playing in Huntsville, and some other places as well. So hopefully, with that going on, and in the meantime, like for instance, just before I popped on with you, I was writing on Zoom, and the train never stops. We're just like pounding out as many tunes as we can because I have the good, the bad, and the pretty out at radio, and at some point I got to release that on a record. So I've been writing any of the tunes that we didn't use for Campfire Troubadour, and I've never stopped writing. So since about January this year, it got pretty hot and heavy creatively, and hopefully I'll have something ready to go by the end of this year.
And hopefully, man, you and I are going to meet up together in person. I'm hoping I'm going to make it down for the awards.
Perfect.
So, and just curious too, has anybody said anything yet about the CCMAs? Because we're looking at that in November.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that, as far as I know, everything's still going
Mhm.
ahead. So I don't know what the politics are of that, and I'm not sure exactly how all that's going to look. Whether some of it will be online or some of it will be live, or what the deal. But as far as I know, it's still a go, and that'll be a huge celebration. Hopefully by then enough people are double vaxxed, and we can get we can really get to some normalcy back in our lives.
I think that's probably going to be the first award show that I attend. That I think it's just going to be straight up, party time and good times and everything else. Look,
Sure
brother,
will.
gonna let you go, let you do
Yeah,
your thing, write your music because
will
we
do.
need that.
My
Thank you so much as always, man, for the interviews.
pleasure.
Thanks for the friendship. Just thank you for everything you're doing, man. And congrats on the success. Good luck at the awards and looking forward to seeing you on Canada Day, man.
Awesome. Thanks, Rudy. Appreciate it.